RT bulb replacement video. Here I will show you the replacement of all of the bulbs in the 1100RT range, all the basic bulbs. To get to the headlight bulb, I've removed certain things to make it easier to film. There's the headlight bulb in there. I've got a non-standard bulb on this particular bike, so it's not exactly as it would be on a standard bike, but basically the setup and the connections are exactly the same. Now with the fairing removed, it's easy for me to get in there with the camera. With the fairing in position, you can get in there with your hand if you know what you're doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what to expect so your hands will know what to do. Here is one that's off the bike. There's the fairing and the headlight is in position. So when you stick your hand down, you need to remove the plug from the bulb. Simply a matter of just pulling it, off it comes. Then get hold of this. Notice that it's got top written on it. Get hold of this, pull this off. It's a weather protector, so it's designed to be quite tight. Inside you'll find the bulb. Now the bulb is retained by a clip. These two arms here are what retain the bulb. Now you have to push the arm in and then move it in to the middle, look. So both of them are down into the middle. Down into the middle. Once they're both removed, that swivels out the way. Now it won't fall off because it's connected to the headlight there. It will stay in position. That allows you to remove the bulb. Inspect the bulb or whatever. I mean, you wouldn't be removing the bulb unless there was something wrong with it, obviously. So you get your new bulb, make sure that this tang here, where the connectors are lined up, that tang goes to the top. Fit the bulb in, put the clip back over, and then just literally reverse it. Push them in, clip. Then get this so that it goes over the connectors. Flick it onto the housing. Reconnect your multi-plug. Headlight bulb, done. Pilot light bulb. That little one there. How do we access that? Well, if you look underneath, there's a cutout in the fairing which allows you to get in and pull the bulb out. The bulb end holder comes out. You can then remove that bulb. It's just a capless bulb. Make sure it works before you fit it back. Then just push it back into the hole. Job done. Indicators. Pop the mirrors off as I showed you in the last video, and then basically the indicator bulb is just a normal ordinary bulb that's press fit. Notice it's a single type bulb, single connector on the bottom. Simply fit the new bulb in, connect it up. Always make sure you check the connectors on here, because sometimes they do get a little bit corroded up, or sometimes they melt. Fit the new bulb in, making sure that it's in the right way, and then check that it works. There you go. Tail light bulbs. Now all you do inside here, there's a couple of thumb screws, a couple of plastic thumb screws. You can just about see them there. Remove both of them, and then the whole light section comes out the back. As you remove the thumb screws, the light unit comes out. Once the light unit's out, you can access the bulbs in the conventional way. Twist, there's your indicator, and when you put them back in, twist to make sure they're fully locked in. This one here is the brake light. That's a brake light bulb. It's a single filament bulb. This one here is the rear tail light. Now this one is a bit of a nightmare, because really that silly little bulb is the only thing that you've got showing light to the rear. If that goes, nobody can see who you are or where you are. A bit dangerous really. So it's a good idea on the 1100 RTs to replace, or not to replace, but to augment the rear light bulb with a separate light. Put one on your top box or one on your number plates around, because if that goes, you can't be seen. I personally think it's a good idea to replace these bulbs each season, so that you're less likely to run into grief of them suddenly failing. If they're new, I mean, they might still fail, but you know, let's just check. There you go. Look how pathetic that bulb is. That is the only bulb that you've got to the rear on the 1100 RT. Scary really, isn't it?